Welcome back. Project I recently finished for now, got together, is my 2020 Lowrider S. I purchased this bike new in the spring of 2021 and had an idea of how I wanted to put this thing together. I had seen the Coast Glide bikes from Laidlaw's Harley Davidson and really liked the look and design. So after purchasing the Lowrider S, completely stock, brand new, I had an idea of where I wanted to go. I started out with ordering the saddlebags. The fun part about these bags back then was they didn't come as a kit. You literally had to piece them together. So every screw, nut, bolt, hinge, rubber gasket, everything, you had to find the part number for and order. And there weren't very many dealerships that had done these when I was looking. So unfortunately, it took a little more time than I would have expected to actually get this thing together. And then ordering it was a process. We were, just coming out of the pandemic and everything was back ordered. It took almost a year to get everything in for the saddlebags. So after I ordered the saddlebags, I moved on to working towards making the bike perform a little bit better. I ordered the Two Brothers turnout exhaust. I also ordered the Screaming Eagle tuner and the auto tune system from Harley Davidson. Once I got the exhaust in, I had the local dealership here put the exhaust and the tuners on and had the bike tuned. It actually runs really well. I'm very impressed with the Harley Davidson auto tuner. I'm not sure if every bike has that as an option. I know that the big touring bikes didn't have it when I was looking at this bike. I've owned a lot of Dyna style motorcycles and I really like that look. I did want something that was more touring based so I could take it on longer trips, something I could ride without having a backpack. That would get me out of the wind a little bit. So that's why I came up with this design, or was drawn to this design. I wanted to build something like this. After getting the exhaust installed, then I started ordering everything else. I went with the Russ Weirdmont front fairing, FXR style fairing. I like the fairing, it's a nice fairing. It did require some fitment adjustments. There were parts and pieces that needed to be shaved, that needed to be clearanced. There were pits in the fiberglass that needed to be repaired as well. Found that during paint, unfortunately, so the paint took a little longer than I thought it was going to. From there, I also ordered a Clockworks windscreen. I really like the look of that, better than the windscreen that comes with the fairing. I also have an eBay special headlight. I don't love it. I'd like to go with the Baja Designs LP6, but unfortunately I just don't have it in the budget right now to make that happen. I went with a set of Biltwell handlebars. I'm not the biggest fan of the T-bar style setup. I like the throwback style of the old FXRT, FXRP bikes, so I went with a more buckhorn style handlebar. It also has the Bum King front crash bar. I am looking at buying the rear crash bar as well. I haven't done that yet. I do have just a set of Harley Davidson pegs on a Harley Davidson rear style setup. Went with a Saddleman seat that has the bronze color stitching in it to match the wheels. The bike does have some bronze accents. Unfortunately, the handlebar grips don't match like I'd like them to, but that's okay. They're good enough for now. I'll probably find something that matches a little bit better. Did go with the Flow Motorsports levers. I have drilled the fairing, cut the fairing for speakers. I do have a Diamond Audio setup that I will be installing soon. We were getting ready to go to Milwaukee for the 120th anniversary and I needed the bike done. So it was a quick rush to get this thing together, to get it ready to go to Milwaukee. So this is the way it's going to go without a stereo, unfortunately. It's not completely done, but you know, is any bike ever actually really done? I did go with the Hogworks Tour Pack. This is their middle ground tour pack. I don't remember the name of it. It's not the, I think it's the chopped tour pack, not the axed. It's not the real small one. They unfortunately do not have a mounting bracket for my bike. They may now, but when I ordered this, and this has been a little while, I ordered all this stuff in 21, and I've been slowly kind of getting things painted and together. And I couldn't find the proper tour pack rack. So I ended up ordering one from Advent Black, which is really nice because it has the same wrinkle black as the rest of the bike, so it matches really well. I'm really impressed with how nice it is and how well that turned out. From there, I did go with the tucked in integrated tail light and lay down license plate frame. Those are, I think, Custom Dynamics. Both really nice setups. They do integrate really well. They have their own wiring harnesses that are just plug and play. It makes this pretty simple, honestly, as far as an installation goes. As far as future for this bike, there's a whole lot of things I'd like to do to it yet. We'll see how fast they come along. I do want to get a new cover, new pad that matches the seat, so that way the stitching matches on both. Obviously I want to finish the stereo and get that tuned, get that set up. I have the amp, I have the speakers, I have the head unit, I have everything I need except for wiring to put that in, and time. I just don't have the time. Today is, you know, Thursday. We're leaving tomorrow morning bright and early to head to Milwaukee. So I'll pack this thing tonight and I'll take off in the morning. We'll ride there. The hope for today is to get the bike polished and cleaned up, get it spit shined and have it looking good. All the fluids have been changed, everything's been checked over to make sure it's ready to go. The bike only has 3,000 miles on it. I really haven't ridden it a whole lot, unfortunately. We've made one trip around Lake Michigan. I've made one trip to the UP so far, UP of Michigan, and that's as far as I've gone on the bike. I do hope to log some more miles on it this summer, obviously to Milwaukee, probably another trip to the UP, we'll see. But I just wanted to show off and showcase some of the things that I had done to the bike. If you have any questions or you see something that you like or something you're interested in knowing about, please ask. It was a fun project. I continue to want more for it, and I know that this thing will change quite a bit as I'm, you know, working on the bike or thinking about what I want to do next or how I want it to ride or perform or whatnot. I don't want to take out the rideability of the bike, so I don't want to add a ton of performance. I know a lot of guys are putting in great big motors and whatnot, and that's fun, and I've got a fast bike at home that I really like, but for now I want to keep this one as reliable as possible. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.